Howdy, partner.
Why are you like this? You're really having fun with this hat, aren't you?
Howdy, partner. How y'all doing today?
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back to another video.
See what I have to put up with. And you say I'm weird.
I have my moments.
Welcome back to this Thing of Ours podcast.
Where we talk about all of life's highs and lows.
And everything in between. You guys, we went to my first NHL game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been there. I've been before. I think I went to 2 when I was a little bit younger with my parents and like my hockey team when I grew up. But yeah, we went to the Ottawa Senators. They played Arizona last night. Mm-hmm. And unknowingly, when we bought the tickets, it ended up being country night. So like country themed night. So they gave out hats. You see Go Sens go up there.
Mm-hmm. And they even had like a country singer.
Yeah.
He was playing as well.
I think, what was his name? Mike Hicks? I think Mike Hicks
No,
was
it was
his
Tim
name.
Hicks.
Tim Hicks?
Yes.
Oh. Anyway, something like that. But anyway, they have like a stage up in the corner where he was playing. Mm-hmm. And he played between periods.
Okay, you're jumping too far ahead. We have to start from the beginning.
Okay. Back it up.
Okay, so how we ended up getting NHL tickets. I know if you've been watching this podcast for a while, you know I know nothing about hockey, no sports. Mm-hmm. We're not going to talk about that, but I was looking for something to do because every first Friday of the month I have off, and I want to do something special for us. And I was like, you know what? Our anniversary's coming up. We've been together for 8 years. Let's do something, I guess, this week because our anniversary falls on, I think it's like a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
It's Monday.
Oh, it's Monday? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, oops. But anyways, yeah, our anniversary falls on Monday. And I don't know. For me, I'm tired after work and I don't really want to do anything. So for a week now, we were actually looking at tickets. And then the tickets were kind of expensive, but as we got closer to the date,
the prices actually came down a little bit.
Yeah, they did. And people were reselling their tickets too. So it got cheaper. And then we're like, oh, you know what? Oh, do we really want to put up $200?
Yeah, and then we got to spend money to get there. We got to pay for parking. Spend money while we're there, pay for parking, all that stuff. So those costs add up as well on top of the price of the tickets, right?
But the tickets did cost like $200. And it's crazy too because we're like, oh, should we put up the money? Go, it's $200. Like, do we really want to spend $200? And we were really contemplating on not going.
Yep.
And then on the Monday,
I had the day off. So I worked on the Saturday. So I always get lieu days if I work on a Saturday. Mm-hmm. So I was off the Monday. I had to go out, get some gas, get some groceries.
And he drove me to work. We had to say that part. He fought me. He didn't want to drive me to work. And I'm like, come on, just drive me. Drive me. And I don't want to drive. So you drove me to work first. And then you stopped. Mm-hmm. And got groceries, and he went in. You guys wouldn't even believe it, honestly. If we didn't have a picture, I feel like no one would believe us.
Yeah, it's true.
Curtis went in and bought a $10 scratch ticket.
Mm-hmm. I bought a couple lottery tickets for Lotto 649 here in Canada. Mm-hmm. That's across Canada, and then I bought one for Lotterio. That's just here in Ontario. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? Let me grab a scratch ticket too. I'm feeling lucky today.
So he bought a $10 scratch ticket, and you guys, he won $210.
No.
Well, no, you won $200 on one ticket, and then you won $200. Was it 10 or 20?
My second one so I cashed that, and I was like, you know what? Give me one more just to see. I won 20 off that one.
Yeah. So basically, you won $220 off the scratch ticket. Mm-hmm. And what are the odds that our tickets cost us $200? Yeah. Because our seats and plus tax came to $200, and then we had to pay for parking, which was $37. Yeah. So literally, we had enough for our tickets. Yeah. We're like, let's go.
Yeah,
let's just take that money and go.
It was meant to be, right?
Yeah.
We were looking into it, and literally, we were given the money. So we're like, okay. Let's do it.
Yeah. I know. And it's funny because I was telling my mom that too. I'm like, can you believe we won $200 and we're like, let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. We didn't have to put out our own money anymore. Yeah. So it was it was
literally not $200.
It was literally meant to be. Mm-hmm. We were meant to do it, like, and just go.
Yeah.
Right? Something out there, God, whoever you believe in, something was just saying, here you go.
Yeah.
Just go.
And we're like, let's do it. I mean, shoot. we asked for the money and here we are. So anyways, yeah. So we just bought with that lottery winning tickets and then we went to the game.
Yeah.
And we kind of got really good seats. I counted the number of rows we were from the rink.
We were in row H.
Yes.
So what's that? You said you counted it.
We were like eight rows. 8 rows from the rink. I did count it, but I counted 9.
No.
So that's why I was like, let me just make sure the math is mathing.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, we were in row H. The section we were in was it was in the end where Ottawa shoots twice in.
Yeah.
So Arizona's goalie was there for the first period and the third period.
Mm-hmm.
But,
so yeah, and it's funny because on Thursday, right, when I was driving into work, I was listening to the radio. I was super excited because they were talking about the Canadian Tire Center. That's where they play in Canada. Yeah. And they were saying how dirty the actual stadium is. And they were saying how the seats were uncomfortable. This, I will say, the seats are uncomfortable.
Yes.
But I didn't find the stadium dirty at all. Did you?
It wasn't. I mean, obviously, by the end, people leave all their garbage underneath the seats.
But that's the same thing as movie theaters.
It is.
People leave their popcorn bags, their drinks there. Popcorn's all over the floor. Nothing's really new. To me, I felt like when I walked in, it was super clean.
All that's to be expected. By the end of it, it's going to be messy.
But even at the start, it was clean. I was like, in my head, I'm like, what is the radio talking about? This place is not that bad.
No, it wasn't.
But anyways, yeah. So the game started at 7, and we left the house around 6.
Yeah, and then just before 6, we got there. Well,
we were lost for parking.
Supposed to be there at 10 after 6, and then we drove past our parking. Mm-hmm. So we had to take a little detour. And find our way back to our parking. Mm-hmm. So we stayed in lot 4, which is actually across the street, and we didn't know that.
Yeah.
So we're driving along, looking to the right side because we were coming towards it. Mm-hmm. Right? So we're looking to the right side, not even paying attention at all to the left side. So I didn't even know there was a lot on that side.
But see, I feel like you would have if you paid attention to the map. I feel like
yeah, actually, you're right.
Here's the thing that annoys me, okay? When it comes down to anything, right? IKEA building or whatever, Curtis never wants to look at the instructions. He just wants to start building. He takes everything out of the box. Everything's laid out, screws. All right, where do I start? And then he just starts picking up pieces and trying to put them together. I'm like, read the instructions.
It gets done though, doesn't it?
After you listen. No. It doesn't get done by his way. It gets done by my way. Because I'm like, bro, you're getting frustrated. You don't know what you're doing. Look at the instructions. And I'm there, reading the instructions. Step 1, step 2 for him. And then finally it gets done. I need to know, is this like a man thing? Like, men don't want to read instructions. They don't want to look at the map. They don't want to listen to the women on Google Maps. Like, what is it?
I'll figure it out. It can't be that hard. That's like the stuff we say in our head. Can't be that hard. Let me just start.
Yeah, see.
And then you get some point you're like, why do I have extra screws?
I swear it happens every single time without fail. I'm like, I don't think that goes together, Curtis. Yeah. And then he looks at the picture. You're like, oh yeah, I used B instead of A.
Whoops. And it's all backwards. Anyway.
Yeah, anyways, we're getting off topic here. But anyways, yeah, it was really crowded. And I didn't know, because they said in the radio that the stadium holds over 10,000 people. I didn't know that. Did you know that? Like before?
Well, no, I didn't necessarily know that. I knew it was a lot. I didn't know the number. But they were giving out these hats to the first 10,000.
Yeah.
The first 10,000 people that walked in. And I'm sure, obviously, some people didn't actually grab them, right? Some people just walked straight through and didn't grab a hat. But they had 10,000 of them to give away. But we found out later how many people were actually at the stadium because they announced it.
Yes. There was about over 17,000 people. Yeah. I've never been to like a stadium before. Like I've never been to like anything like this. So like it was like a complete shocker because I've watched you watch hockey. I've sat there a couple of minutes listening to their comedy and their like the voiceover of the news people talking.
Like, they're announcing the game, right? They're announcing who has the puck, who passed it to who scored, things like that. Like they announce everything, right? When you're watching it on TV. So how different did you notice it was being there compared to watching it at home?
Okay, well, first walking into the stadium, the lights were so bright. Like there were so many people. I was like looking around. I almost felt like overwhelmed because there's so many people there. When you walk in, like I don't know, like the rink was shiny, like things were moving, like they were so busy. And it is completely different because when there's commercials, right? I thought it was like break time and I don't know, like they never show you what goes on, right? You're always watching a commercial on TV. So in person, like when you're there, you get to experience what you don't actually get to see. It's like when you're looking at pictures of, let's say, Bermuda, and you see how beautiful it is, and you're like, oh, that's so beautiful, I want to go there. And you're watching a video on YouTube about, of your favorite YouTuber exploring some different country.
Yeah, you're seeing an edited video.
Yeah, you're not actually experiencing it for yourself. So it's like with your own eyes.
And the entirety of it, of what is actually happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, right? So like when the commercials were on, they had their little mascot come out and they were like shooting up, free merch into the audience. And it was so cool. And then you got to see the workers
come on the ice with skates and shovels. So they shovel off all the snow that was built up, right? To clear off the ice and make it easier for them to skate and the puck to actually slide.
Yeah, I saw my first Zamboni. I've never seen one before. So I was super excited when the whole machine came out. I was like, Curtis, look!
Yeah, people around us were probably like, what is wrong with this girl? It's just a Zamboni.
I was so excited.
Like, you're more excited than little kids.
I'd never seen one. But anyways, I thought it was so cool. So.
It is kind of cool, though, how they, between each period, so like at the start of the game, after the warm-up, they have the Zamboni come on, and then between the first and second and the second and third period, they have it come on again to clean the ice, but they have new kids sitting with the Zamboni driver.
Yeah.
They have like their own section on the Zamboni, their own seat with a little seat belt. And they get to ride with the Zamboni. Like, that's pretty cool, actually, that they do that.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool.
And even, like, so when they first started the game, right, it was quiet. It was so quiet. And, like, I was like, how come it's so quiet? And you're like, because there's no announcer. It's not like when you watch it on TV.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what's missing. Like, there was no music when they started playing. It was only when they stopped playing and like they blew the whistle or whatever.
Yeah, it's very different than watching it at home. But tell them quickly what I said to you as the game was starting.
Okay, where we were sitting, okay, like it was like half a net and then the other side there was no net. So like we were like straight down the center of the net and no net area.
We were kind of like in the corner, a little bit off to the left of the corner, but kind of in the corner. So the boards go up, like they start a little bit lower, and then they come up a little bit to the higher side of the boards, and then there's net there.
Yeah, to catch the puck.
Yeah.
You guys, literally, Curtis jinxed us, eh? He was like, oh, you see how there's a net on one side and there's no net on this side? Just where we're sitting, it's possible that a puck will come into the audience.
It'll come over the board. So what I actually said was, hey, when they're actually playing, you got to pay attention, because you see that net there, and you see how it doesn't have one over there, that puck can come flying over top. Like, literally? So you got to be careful and you got to actually pay attention.
Literally 5 minutes into the game, you guys, a puck came like 2 chairs
ahead of us. Yeah.
And almost knocked the girl out. Like
Yep.
literally knocked the girl out. Her husband caught the puck.
Yeah.
And I was so angry. I didn't even catch this on camera. I feel like no one's gonna believe us. Like literally, it's insane. Yeah. Like there were so many good moments I felt like I missed. Mm-hmm. I was so angry.
Everything happens so fast. It's hard to, unless you're literally filming the entire thing, it's hard to catch it. Mm-hmm. Right? But
yeah, no, it's completely different. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it was quiet, and when you're watching on TV, like I've noticed, like they almost show more of like the body slamming into the what is it called, the glass?
Yeah, into the boards.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what it's called.
But boards. The body checks, checking.
I think I didn't see that many. Like compared to how they usually show it on TV, like every second, I'm like, why are they throwing each other into the boards?
On TV, they emphasize it, right? And they show replays of that happening, like different things, mm-hmm. like the highlights. They'll show replays of it, and that's kind of the stuff you see while the whistle is blown and nothing's happening, right? But when you're there, you don't get to see the replay really, unless you look up at the board. Sometimes they show it, but. Yeah, no, there was quite a bit.
Couple.
The first period, not too much. Mm-hmm. Second period started getting a little bit more aggressive, and then
more penalties.
Yeah,
and one of the guys got a hockey stick to his face. Mm-hmm. I think I caught that on camera. I'm not sure. I have to look through what I have.
So, in hockey now, there's rules how, if you get a high sticking penalty mm-hmm. and you hit them in the face with your stick, you get a 2-minute penalty. Now, if there's blood, if he ends up bleeding, mm-hmm. then you get 4 minutes, right? And that's what ended up happening. So they ended up having to send the guys on the ice to scrape the blood off. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen that, mm-hmm. but yeah. So they ended up getting a 4-minute penalty.
That's the Senators that got the penalty.
Mm-hmm. And first period, Ottawa was down 3-0. 3-0. I think actually...
No, it's not true.
They ended up finishing 3-1 mm-hmm. in the first period. They got 1 goal. And then second period, they ended up coming back, tying it 3-3.
Yep.
Right? And then third period, they were actually starting to get a little aggressive. There was actually a fight. There was a fight, and it was actually right in front of us, like right in that corner where we were sitting.
Yeah, it's crazy how loud people get when there's a fight. They're like, yeah, suck him, yeah. I'm just like, whoa. People are getting out of their chairs, banging on the boards. Mm-hmm. But there's a couple times where I jumped, like mm-hmm. even when they scored and like...
Yeah, well, okay, so because Arizona scored the first goal, right? Mm-hmm.
Did I miss something? Oh, are they going to do their
next? So they scored the first 3 goals, I think. At least 2 or 3. I don't really remember exactly. But regardless, Arizona scored a couple of goals. And it was just like dead silence, right? Nothing happened.
Yeah, there was a couple boos.
Yeah, but it was still like pretty much silent, mm-hmm. right?
There was a lot of drunk males there. That was something I noticed.
Yeah.
Drunk men.
Things are expensive there, eh?
Yes, they are.
Man, I bought 1 beer. Do you know what that thing cost me?
No, what?
And it was already too late. The man already cracked the beer, and he's like, okay, here's the machine. And then I looked down, I'm like, $15?
You paid $15 for that little can?
Yes, that you can get at the grocery store or the beer store for $3.
Oh my goodness.
They charge $15. I looked down, I'm like, this man's got to be joking.
Is that what you said to him?
No, I said that in my head. And then I was like, well, I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, you can't tell him no after that.
Yeah. I literally couldn't believe my eyes. I'm like, this has to be a joke. But okay, I guess so.
And there were people that was like drunk that was there too.
Oh yeah,
So,
like I don't know how much they spent. They must have spent like $100 on beer.
yeah, and then I
'Cause
wanted popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a popcorn and a water. $25. But the popcorn was refills.
Yeah, it was refillable if you went back for some.
Yeah, which we didn't. We stayed till the end of the game.
We stayed till the end, thinking that we're just gonna go fill it up before we leave.
Mm-hmm. Get free popcorn.
Well, after the game was done and we walked up, everything's closed, shut down. So no free popcorn for us, no free refill for us. All we got was a bin, a little Ottawa Senators bin to bring home. That's what we got.
But at least we got our tickets for free.
Yeah.
Well, in quotation, free. If you
yeah, we spent a little bit of money there, and then that's fine. We didn't even have to spend money on the tickets. So, all in all, it was good.
Yeah.
It worked out nicely, money-wise, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm okay with spending a little bit there.
I feel like the country concert, which I learned is not halftime in hockey, is called intermission.
Yes. Because how many periods are there?
There's 3.
Okay.
It took me a while. I asked you a lot of questions. Was that kind of annoying? Asking you questions during the game? No. I had no idea what was happening. Not a clue.
You were just trying to film as much as you could.
I was.
But.
Yeah. But anyways, the hockey, what was I saying? Yes, the country concert wasn't that bad. I thought it would be extremely country, but it was like a mix of like today's music and then country.
Yeah.
But it was for that intermission period. That's when like
they actually had the band playing country.
Yeah, and it wasn't that bad.
They played 3 songs during the intermission. Mm-hmm. Well, 3 during the first and second, and 3 between the second and third. So they played 6 songs in total. But yeah, throughout like the actual periods, they were playing a mix of different songs.
Yeah, but it's not what I thought. Like when you watch the halftime show for the Super Bowl and you see like this big stage, that's kind of like what I had in my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be like crazy.
And I kind of thought that too. When I heard that's what was going to be happening.
Yeah. People are going to be in their country boots, stomping their feet with their beer. Like there was so much that was going through my mind what this intermission was going to look like, and it was nothing. What I thought.
No, but I literally thought they were going to be setting up a stage on the ice.
Yeah.
Between the periods, and it was going to be like some special event type thing. But no, they have like their own stage already set up in the corner for, I guess, these types of events. I don't know. Maybe they do other ones. Maybe there's country night. Maybe there's rock night. I don't know. This is the first I've ever heard of it. Didn't know this was even a thing.
Mm-hmm. I texted my boss saying that I was going to the hockey game, and she's like, that there's going to be country music that's going to be played. And I complain about the music that they play at work. They play country music, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're listening to country again. So the fact that she was laughing at me because she knows how much I'm not a fan of country music.
I mean, that's no diss to you if you listen to country.
Yes. Beyonce came out with that.
Everyone's got their preferences, right? Mm-hmm. And country is just not hers.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, I learned to tune out music. Mm-hmm. So, like, if I don't even, like, really pay attention to it anymore. Yeah. But I did know some country songs. I know Shania Twain. Mm-hmm. I knew that one.
Which one? What songs?
I don't know. But I know a couple of her music. Okay. She's Canadian.
These boots are made for knocking?
That song didn't play.
No, I know it didn't play last night. Did you know that song?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I know that one, but no, that song didn't play. It was another popular song that I remember hearing when I was like young. So that's how I know. And I knew a couple of other songs. I just didn't actually know they were country or they considered them to be country.
I feel like there's different genres of country. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, just like if you look at rock, there's different genres of rock. There's different genres of rap. Mm-hmm. And they're all going to sound slightly different, but have like kind of like, it's that. Yeah. Right? It's country, it's rock, it's rap, but they're all going to be slightly different style. Mm-hmm. Right? So
But there were so many people in that stadium. Like looking up and you see all the different ads that you would see on TV. You actually saw them in person. And like it's funny because as soon as you see like the symbol, like the golden arches, you knew what it was. And like I'm looking at like, you know, the different ads changing on the screen and the golden arches kept coming up. Subconsciously, I was like, I wonder how much money McDonald's pays to, you know, get seen so many times on this billboard or the screen, whatever. And then we drove past McDonald's
On
after
the way
the game.
home.
And I was like, I kind of want McDonald's. And I thought about like, why obviously do I want McDonald's? Like, why is McDonald's coming to my head? Why am I craving it? It's because I saw their ad like 200 trillion times sitting there. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What marketing can do.
And that's the point of it, right?
Yeah.
That's how they get you. They put it in your head over and over and over and over and over.
You see it over and over again.
Until finally you see where you can actually get it. And you're like, you know, I kind of want that.
Yeah, I want fries. Thank God you didn't stop, though. I'm so happy. Because it was like 10 o'clock. But anyways, moving on, though, they ended up losing. The Senators lost to Arizona. I think it was like 3-5.
Yeah, so they lost 5-3 with one open net goal. So with about 2 minutes left, Ottawa tried pulling their goalie, and they did okay for the first minute. They had a couple small chances, but nothing worked out. Arizona ended up shooting the puck all the way down the ice. Ottawa thought, I guess, because they didn't really try to get it, so the icing got called off. And Arizona player was first to the puck. He grabbed it, shot it in the open net. Just like that. 5-3. Yeah. Game over. But and this was like 1 minute left.
The sad part about that, though, is as soon as... Because at one point it was tied, right? And then it turned out to be 4-3.
Yeah.
And some people already started getting up and leaving. Like, soon as they saw we were in the third quarter and we had like maybe...
Third quarter?
Third period. And we had like maybe 5 minutes left. And the Arizona scored. People were like, yup, that's it. Yeah. And they just got up. But it's like, if you are a ride or die fan, like, you ride to the end, bro. Like, just stay. Watch them lose. Like.
But people want to get out before everybody else, right? They don't want to be stuck in the traffic. They just want to go.
Yeah, but they're just like, oh, man. And they just, like, threw their hat, threw their drinks, left everything, just got up, grabbed their coat, looked
after
pissed.
That fifth goal, the amount of people that got up was crazy. There was still a minute left. Like, it could have worked out, and they could have ended up scoring 2 goals. It does happen. A lot of times, teams score a couple goals within a minute. It happens quite often. But, people got up.
But I wonder how the players feel. Yeah. Like, when they see, the people that are cheering them on,
just get up. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got you lost, whatever. Losers type of thing, Like, I wonder if they feel bad, oh my God. And then they stop trying.
To be honest, when you're playing, because I played hockey from a little kid up to like 18, right? You actually don't even notice people in the stands.
You don't know 17,000 people watching you?
Not really. You're so like focused. You're so like into the game that you don't even pay attention. You barely even hear anybody. I'm sure like, okay, I never had 17,000 people cheering. Okay, so, I mean, we had some big crowds, but definitely not 17,000. Like, I would say at the most I've had, like, maybe 1,000 people at our games.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
For tournaments, right? Yeah. Anyway, you don't really hear much. Probably when you score and everyone starts cheering, I'm sure the players do hear that.
Yeah.
But you don't really pay attention. You don't. You're so focused and into the game that you're just zoned in, and that's all you really care about. You're not looking at what the stands are doing.
Yeah.
You're not. But anyway. But yeah, anyway, they ended up losing, which, I mean, it is what it is.
I don't know. I just wanted to experience it, and I'm really happy I did. Because now I can say I went to my first NHL game.
But anyway, all in all, it was a good experience.
Yeah.
Glad we went. Glad we got the opportunity to go. glad God blessed us with that $200 to just say, just go, stop debating it, just do it.
It was a nice date night.
Yeah,
another date night experience.
Literally just before our anniversary, so you know, a little start to our anniversary. So it was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
But anyways, yeah, so that's it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment, the conversation doesn't end with just me and Curtis. It includes you. I want to know your opinion. Why are some women's sports not as popular as men's? Or are they? And like I said, I don't watch sports, so they might be. And I just don't know. I live under a rock, you guys. But, so,
well, when it comes to sports.
Yes. Well, sometimes other things too.
Anyway, hit that like button if you liked it. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, subscribe for more date nights because I kind of enjoy going on date nights now, and I don't know. Yeah. And then talking about it was fun. I feel like I'm talking to our friends. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace. See you in 2 weeks.